from Cleveland.
Cleveland.
Oh, my family's in Cleveland.
Really?
Yeah.
Okay, got some Cleveland connection
I gotta say,
out
you
here.
gotta give a shout out to the
Shout
family
out to the
in Cleveland.
land. Yes.
Fuck.
All
Shout out to the land.
To the
All the
land.
Ealys in the land.
Yes, okay. So, all right, so we've seen you two both on camera before, but not together as love interests. So how was it this time playing opposite each other like that?
We were talking about that from the moment we started shooting this movie.
Yeah.
Like it was
said,
fun. It was
Yeah.
like we didn't have to get to know each other. We
Yeah.
kind of already knew each other, but now it was like, okay, well, now let's explore these characters together and let's find a way to make these characters more real and tangible and the kind of characters that, everybody can relate to that's going to be watching
Right.
this movie.
and also we were like in one location a majority of the film. So it really was like between us and Dion and Dennis, it was like a bunch of little kids like stuck in a house who just get to like creatively have fun and try to find things to do.
Right, and and it was such a good dynamic. I mean, it was like hashtag relationship goals. I feel like that's what we're going to see when this movie is out. Everybody's like,
you.
hashtag relationship goals because you guys seem really happy and you were able to show, multiple sides of you. And that was what I also noticed during playing opposite Dennis Quaid. I call him Crazy Charlie in the movie, Crazy
Right.
Charlie. But you both had to show different sides in working with him. So I'll talk about it's kind of hard, being a black female lead in a suspense thriller, but it was a lot of comedy, which I love. But you had to, because, we'll be at the camera, the screen like, girl, don't do that. Go here, go there.
Yeah.
And you were able to not come off as like the damsel in distress, but also very strong at the same time.
Thank
so
you.
how were you able to balance that?
But I just was trying to come from a truthful place. I mean, there were definitely moments early on where I was like, well, Dion, I don't feel like she would do this because people are going to be looking at her so crazy. And he really was like, that's the point. There is this moment where we want the girls to be going like, oh, the guys to be saying, and we want you to lean into that. And we want that moment to really exist. So my only job was, how do I get there from an authentic place that is true to what she's feeling, what she's thinking, and what she's experiencing. And it just came together, and I think the best thing you can do is be honest as well as you understand your character.
You nailed it. You nailed it.
No, you both did. You really did. You all both nailed it. And so with you doing that as well, because everybody had two sides. We saw Charlie with two sides, Annie had two sides, you had two sides.
So Charlie with a few sides.
Yeah. But like I said, I loved how the comedic thing that you were adding, like from the very beginning of the movie, it was really realistic. It was like, that sounds like something like Bae would say. Like, nah, I don't like him. Like, how did you do that?
Dion, actually, when we first spoke about the character, he told me he didn't want me to be Ealy, right? He was like, I want you to be a regular dude who's skeptical, who's like a tech guy, who's not like, I wasn't well dressed, I'm not heroic, I get my ass kicked, like it's all there. Yeah. And so he was like, I need you to be vulnerable in that way. And I was so down because it was like, one, I felt safe playing this whole thing with Meagan, and two, I'd never been given that role before. So it was fun to kind of go there and play more of a realistic character in a more realistic relationship.
Yes, very realistic, and that's what I think makes it relatable to the audience.
Good, thank you.
But also with the action, there was a lot of fight scenes and a lot of fighting. Period. Okay, getting down, dropping, falling down steps, falling down everywhere. Right. So how do you prepare for something like that?
I mean, you get in shape. The most you can do is get in shape and try and be ready for, you do your stunt rehearsals.
Right.
And,
So there were no stunt doubles? Did you guys do everything?
There were stunt doubles,
okay.
but we did a lot.
But we did pretty much most of all of it.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
A lot of all of it. Like almost all of it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All right, well, that's it.
Okay.
Okay, thank you all.